because it's the only way that they can actually supply that extra nutrient. But now with the pelletising, the pellets can go into the drill in the same way that the seed does. So it's hugely efficient. And of course the pellet then, instead of being on the soil, is in the soil because it's gone into the furrow on top. So everything starts at once. It's a huge benefit.
Now let me go back in history and then give a contrast to what was just being said by you, which is extraordinary. Now, if we go back 100 years or more, what used to happen is everyone ploughed, so you'd really destroy the soil, you'd expose it, you'd muck up the bugs, and then to fertilise the soil, you'd get all these chemicals, the superphosphate and stuff, which you'd blunderbuss, chuck it around, and go into the river, and you'd probably have about 10% that was useful. Now, what you're saying is that you get your peat poo, which is given to your neighbour, who makes a pellet which contains the bugs, which are now bought by the farmer, and precision planting happens, not spraying, in little holes which are somehow by GPS, by a satellite, works out. Is that what's coming?
Well, it's not coming, it's happening.
It's happening now.
Yes, I'm talking about this is a current process that people do. Controlled traffic farming it's called, and it's been around for quite a few years at the pointy end of grain growing in particular. And as we need to produce more in volume, and certainly more in terms of the financial health of agricultural enterprises, which is a serious issue, what do you do if you're a grain farmer to increase your production? Well, the traditional habit has been that you've grown a crop a year, often historically related to what your family's expectations are being. You know, people say, I'm a wheat farmer. So specific, it's not just a grain farmer, it's a wheat farmer, traditional crop. Well, they don't do that anymore, not at the pointy end anyway. They sow what is likely to firstly have a market value, and secondly to preserve the appropriate harvest levels in the year's climatic conditions that you're actually facing. So what you do